What if you already have an established website? Hello and welcome back again. In this video session, we're going to explore different methods of utilizing the information that you've been learning. Meaning, what if you already have a website? Okay? And thus you want to now say to yourself, okay, you know what? I've already got a website. I've already made the effort to create all the landing pages, so I've got good content on my website and landing pages. If that's the case, then you don't have to delete your entire website and landing pages just to benefit from this training course. Instead, you can, if you choose, simply leave everything in place as far as your landing pages, the ones that you have, and just create brand new web pages that are fully optimized according to the insights that you've learned. As in, you can logically reorder your website and thus, put your new pages in their logical categories, so to speak, okay? While leaving the rest in place as it is, okay? That's no problem. You can do that. Or you can actually delete your old pages, as in delete the pages that you have, okay, and create brand new one, and thus use 301 redirection, so you don't just throw your old landing pages in the bin, so to speak, okay? Because when you utilize this method properly, then you will regain the importance your landing pages have already, if you choose this method. And this method is suitable for you if you had to, let's say, reorganize your website structure by creating different folders and naming them properly with keywords in place, okay? Because the importance of logically structuring your website, right? Well, if that's the case, then surely the URL structures must change as well, as in the new pages will have different URLs because they will be in different folder. That means your old pages cannot have the same URL when they change the folder that they are in. Okay, so then this method is suitable for that. Okay, as in if you change your entire website structure, folder structure, and so on. Okay, and that the landing pages that you have already are optimized as far as having keywords in place and whatnot, okay? But you may be limited as to, you have to reorganize your website. If you're saying that to yourself, then you can choose this option, okay? And this is then suitable for that if you're changing your entire website structure, okay? So what else can we do? You can, if you so please, keep the URL structure in place, okay, and change the content on the landing page itself. You can change your content on your home page or your individual landing pages. That's no problem. You can change the entire web page content, or you can change perhaps certain parts of it. Perhaps you've got the titles in place properly. Perhaps you've got the description in place properly. Okay, perhaps you've already got the optimized images according to the insights as to how you meant to optimize them. Now, if that's the case, then, if your website is already logically ordered in its structure, with, having the keywords in the folders, have everything in their rightful logical categories, as in folders and so on, okay? Well, if that's the case, then just keep your URL. And when is this a good option to use? Well, if you already know that you've got the keywords in the URL and the structure of your website in place properly, okay, and you already know that you are actually ranking in Google, perhaps on the second page, perhaps on the third page, okay, so if that's the case, then that, my landing pages are already, showing some results in Google search, but you wanted to move it perhaps from second page to the first page, or perhaps you're on the ninth position or 8th position, but you want to climb up to the number 1 position. Okay, well then, if you're already ranking, then it is only logical to leave the URL in place and just double check all the on-page optimization elements according to the methods that you're learning, and make sure that they are in place. And if so, surely they're not going to be all in place, or else you'd be on the perhaps first position. Or perhaps, you know what, everything on your landing pages are fully optimized, okay, and you really can't do much about it. Well, if that's the case, then you leave the URL structure in place, and you also leave the web page content in place, because it's fully optimized. Because then you really can't do much about your landing pages, because everything is in place properly, right? If that's the case and you want to move up to that first position, then, you know, online marketing as far as off-site elements become important, like backlinks and so on, okay? So, if you already have a website, these are the different, thought pattern that you should consider before you modify or start changing your website and so on, according to search engine optimization insights that you are learning in this training course. I thank you very much for learning with me, and I'll talk to you in the next video session.